Superhero movies present us with larger-than-life heroes who overcome impossible odds to save the day. The real heroes, though, are the actors who don the outfits to bring these comic book legends to life, because the experiences aren't always so pleasant. Here are some examples of actors who have put on their supersuits but didn't particularly enjoy doing so. Andrew Garfield. As the famous webhead in both Amazing Spider-Man films, Garfield gave us a different look at Peter Parker. But what Garfield didn't want us to get a look at was his Spider-Man outfit and how uncomfortable and unflattering it was. "I knew there were paparazzi taking terrible, unflattering shots of my, everything," said Garfield according to Digital Spy. "The whole point of wearing a mask is you feel free and you can be whatever you want and you can be witty." But then he was made uncomfortable by the fact that the onlookers were getting butt shots of him from many, many different angles. That's one way to get your spider sense tingling. Chadwick Boseman. As the first live-action version of Marvel's Black Panther and Captain America Civil War, Chadwick Boseman had to squeeze into a black catsuit in 90-degree weather. Boseman talked to Cinema Blend about how certain stunts would be physically demanding because of the suit.
And every time they add a part, I'd be like, "You mean I'm just gonna cut off my air supply?" Like, okay, let me figure out how to breathe like that.
He also talked about how he had to get into a Zen space in order to get through the difficult stunts, since he'd have sweat rolling down his body and was unable to scratch itches. You'd think it would have been easy for him, especially with those vibranium claws. Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow might have had red in her ledger, but Scarlett Johansson had sweat in her socks. Johansson said in an interview with Nightline about the first Avengers movie, quote, "It was so hot I would wring out my socks at the end of the day." That's gross, but also it's understandable considering the fact that her Black Widow costume was like a wetsuit and wasn't pleasant in the heat. In fact, it got so hot that she actually hallucinated for a bit while filming a fight scene. Johansson also compared the multiple costumes she had to tires, because her stunts would wear each one down until she needed to replace them. Pulling off all those hurricanranos couldn't have been easy on those stitches. Malin Akerman. As sweaty as some actors get in their costumes, Malin Akerman's experiences in the silk Spectre costume for Watchmen are wholly different. The skin-tight black and yellow suit shows off her physique while looking pretty badass, but according to Maxim, Akerman said that the latex costume smelled terrible. Quote, "I thought it was really f***ing hot at first. Then I tried it on, and I thought it was really f***ing uncomfortable. When you take it off, it smells like a human condom," said Akerman. And with those words, we can never see Watchmen again without gagging just a little bit. Olivia Munn. While donning costumes can empower superheroes, it's another thing altogether to actually get into them. Olivia Munn, who played Psylocke in X-Men Apocalypse, revealed on Conan that it took a bit of help to get into her character's iconic purple costume. To be more specific, it took the help of 2 women and a lot of lube to get that outfit on. You'd think that having to do that every time you had to shoot a scene was embarrassing enough, but the first time she got on set with the veteran X-Men actors, she actually popped the crotch on the suit. Whoops. Rebecca Romijn. In a 2003 interview with Entertainment Weekly, Rebecca Romijn talked about how hard it was to get the Mystique makeup applied for the filming of X2, X-Men United. The process involved 4 women and a little under 8 hours, effectively souring Romain's mood as time went on.
When I first took this on, they told me it would take 10 hours.
6 hours.
10 hours.
The worst part, however, was the fact that she was naked under all the makeup while everyone else got to wear outfits. At one point, director Bryan Singer came into her tent while she was bent over a chair and getting her crack touched up. She might have been painted blue, but we're willing to bet her face was pretty red. Margot Robbie. She may quite literally slay in her Suicide Squad hot pants, but Margot Robbie was definitely not a fan of them. While a lot of folks are making her Harley Quinn out to be an overtly sexual piece of eye candy, Robbie said that Quinn likes the shorts because they're sparkly and fun, and not because she wants guys ogling her.
But
As Margot, no, I don't like wearing that. I'm eating burgers at lunchtime and then you gotta do a scene where you're hosed down and soaking wet in a white t-shirt. It's so clingy and you're self-conscious about it, Robbie told the New York Times. Ben Affleck. Our newest Batman has made it known that he's not a huge fan of the batsuit he wore in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. While many a fanboy would love to don the cape and cowl, Affleck called it the most humiliating, ridiculous thing in the world. According to Total Film, this is because the batsuit was really a motion capture suit that allowed for greater range of movement. He even gave a nickname to the suit and called it his visual effects pajamas. We understand that he might have felt it was embarrassing to wear the outfit because it didn't make him feel badass like Batman, but at least there were no bat nipples. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more videos like the one you just saw, and leave us a comment to let us know which supersuit you think looks the most uncomfortable.